welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and this is Peculiar Pages. The first day of many, I hope, that I am going to start vlogging. I've been wanting to do some booktube for a while, but life just got in the way. So here I am, start of 2025, and we are aiming high. So I suppose I should do a little bit of an introduction. My name is Lisa. I live in Edinburgh, well, just the outskirts of Edinburgh, in Scotland. Lived here my whole life. I'm 31. I have two little boys, a dog called Winnie, and I live with my partner Jack. A self-confessed bookworm, book dragon, whatever you want to call me. I love books, anything to do with books. I'm your gal. I love booktube. I watch a lot of it, and I've wanted to dip my toe in to content creation for a while. So here I am. I am on maternity leave at the moment, so I thought there was no better time. I am here to give you my first reading update, which is super exciting. I'm currently reading The Crimson Moth. Loving it. Utterly loving it. This is my third read of the year. Phenomenal. Love it. It's definitely going to be like a 4.5 or a 5, I think. It really depends how it ends. Loving it. Love the characters. This book is everywhere at the moment. I will read you back The Crimson Moth, a wanted criminal, not to mention a witch hiding in plain sight. But this wouldn't be the first time she walked into a space full of people who hunted her kind. She'd done it hundreds of times before without batting an eye, so why was there a tiny seed of fear sprouting inside of her? It's phenomenal. It's romantic, enemies to lovers between a witch and a witch hunter. It's immaculate, love it, and this edition is just stunning. Have you seen anything so pretty in your whole entire life? That's what I'm reading at the moment. I've got about 130 pages left, so I'm hoping to maybe get this finished today as the day goes on, and maybe tonight. It's a very, very quick read. The print's quite big, flying through it. So aim to finish this today. Don't know what my next read will be, but yeah, today we don't have many plans. Currently, Finn, my little boy, is down for a nap. He should be waking up soon though. We are going to go and have a wee wander around B&M, because who doesn't love a little wander around B&M? And then we're going to come home, maybe walk Winnie, and then it should be time for Finn's next nap, so I'll put him down and I'm going to get some reading done. Welcome to this channel, and yeah, let's see where this takes us. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good fun. Welcome to this wild ride. I am back from B&M. My little boy is down for a nap, and it is time for me to sit down and have some me time. So I'm gonna flick the kettle on and get started with my current read, and yeah, I will take you along. Good morning. It's Wednesday. Happy hump day. I come to you with a reading update. So I finished Crimson Moth last night. 5-star. Easy. I mean, there's not much else I can say apart from it was great, loved it. Yeah, need the second one to be out yesterday because it was so amazing. So yeah, I loved it, thought it was great, loved the ending, didn't see some of the reveals coming. 5 5-star. No idea what I'm going to read next. I can't decide if I want to do, let's have a look, if I want to do another fantasy or if I want to dabble into maybe like a little bit of a romance. I do have the final Elsie Silver book of like the Chestnut Spring series to read, so that's a possibility. I've also got the second one in the Love Like Farm series to pick up, so I could also read that. So I feel like I'm maybe torn between those two. I feel like I do really need to read Iron Flame, but one of my besties is just reading Fourth Wing. So I had said I would buddy read Iron Flame with her, so I'm waiting on her finishing Fourth Wing and then I'll jump into that. So I'll maybe just do. Let me have a think. I went away, I had some lunch with my gran, and we had a wee wander around Aldi. I had to get a few bits, and I'm now home. I have done the little bits of cleaning that I needed to do, and I put Finn down for his second nap of the day. So I'm sitting down to start a new read. I had a proper think between either Hopeless or Into the Weeds. I think that's the next one in that series. And I have decided to go for Hopeless by Elsie Silver. I basically read the first 4 books back to back. I really, really loved them. My favourite out of the first 4 is Reckless. And I don't know why I didn't go onto Hopeless, if I'm honest. I suppose, been saving it. I don't know why. I think I'm aware that it's the last in the series, and I have really loved this series. I decided that I would go ahead and start this one purely because it means that I've finished a series. If I go into the Weeds, it means I'm further into another series and still not finished anything. I'm going to dive into Hopeless. I'm quite looking forward to this. I do love Bo as a character, although slightly concerned on how it's done because my family is an armed forces family, so my partner used to serve. And I will be curious to see how this is done. Obviously, it's different. We're British, Scottish. They are American, so it will be slightly different. I'll be curious. I've heard really mixed reviews for this one, so we'll see. I do have it in paper copy, which is why I keep looking over here. But I figured that I've got some Kindle Unlimited available, so why not read on my Kindle? Although I've just noticed that my pop socket is upstairs, so I should probably go and get that. But look how cute my Kindle is. It would have it's got like a ghost reading pop socket, but yeah, I mean this little guy's fallen. I think he was here. But yeah, I love my Kindle. I am going to sit for the next, I think he's probably going to sleep for probably only about 45 minutes now, and get stuck into this, and then it'll be like tea, bath, bed for Finn, and then it'll be a chance for me and Jack to kind of sit down and relax, watch an episode of maybe Traitors tonight actually, and then yeah, it'll be an early one for me. I'll be sure to check in tomorrow. So we are not going to talk about the fact that I just filmed this clip, and as I was finishing it, realised I had not turned on my microphone. So here we go again. Can we talk about this book? I am so shocked. I'm loving this. On the whole, I've heard pretty mediocre reviews for this. I know everyone adores the Chestnut Spring series, but a lot of people are exceptionally disappointed in this book. I don't get it. I'm loving it. It's kind of taken me by surprise, if I'm honest. It's fake dating, which I didn't know, which I typically don't enjoy. I hadn't read the blurb, the synopsis, anything. So I was kind of going into it a bit blind. I knew it was obviously Beau's story, but I didn't know what that entailed, if that makes sense, or even who it was with. So yeah, I'm loving this. To say I think I'm on 101 pages. I completely couldn't put this down last night. It got to like a little bit past my bedtime, and I was like, Lisa, you have to shut this because I have a young baby, and if he wakes me up during the night and I've not slept properly, like that means that the next day is a total write off. So that was a shock. I wasn't expecting that from this at all. Who knew? Who knew? I cannot wait to see where this goes. And it's a really quick read. I think it must be quite short actually in comparison to maybe some of the others, because I've read, like I say, I think like 101 pages, but I think I'm already like 20 odd percent through. I love it. I think it's great. So I'm hoping that the remainder is just as good as the first 100%, because I will be very disappointed if it's not. That is my reading update for today. What are my other plans? So I am going to meet a friend for coffee. So I think we're going to go for a wee Costa. I might have a wee look around the shops. I'm just going to take the day as it comes. So we'll be out for a few hours. I'll try and get some clips, but I'm still not that confident videoing outside yet. I'll see if I can get some B-roll at least, but that's my plans. Once we're home, then I'll nap, and hopefully I'll get a good like 45 minutes to sit down and read again. That's me for today. Tonight, I've actually got counselling tonight. I do that on a Thursday night. So we'll go to that, and I've got some Vinted parcels I need to drop up. I'll do that on my way home. But yeah, how are you all doing? How is everything? And yeah, you can let me know what you are up to this week and how your week's going. What's your current read? Are you loving it? Are you hating it? I am gonna go maybe try and squeeze some reading in. Then I'll probably wake up in about half an hour, so I might have a chance to read a couple chapters before he wakes. And I will see you soon. Lovely. Oh, I had a nice wee morning with one of my closest friends. We had a nice Costa. I'm still milking the Terry's chocolate orange hot chocolates out of Costa. They're obviously not on the menu still, but I just keep saying, "Excuse me, but do you still have orange syrup?" And I would say like 9 times out of 10, they're like, "Yeah, of course." Like, could I have a Terry's hot chocolate, please? I will keep milking that until uh, milk the cow dry, as they say. I popped into Lidl while I was there because if you are a mum, they have you know, like the baby Einstein stuff. My mum had texted me yesterday to say that they had some on like their middle aisle, and Finn's birthday's in April. They had like a little camera. I should have brought it down actually, it's in his room. A little camera and a little radio. So I picked that up, and I also picked up one of these. Not very exciting, but he is getting to the age now where he can kind of like feed himself. But we're still working on like tipping a cup. I thought this was a good buy. Popped into B&M. What I really went in for, they didn't have, and they didn't have it yesterday. Hence why I was in yesterday and today. So that was that. But anyway, I picked up some more photo frames, just like normal photo size. As you can see, I've like updated my wall, but I need a, like a photo here, which is what these are for. I need one more print there, probably the same size as that, but not ordered anything yet. So I just picked these up because they're dead cheap there. And then I picked up tea towels because we needed them. So I have been home maybe about an hour now. I sorted Finn out and then I put him down for a nap, so he's been sleeping maybe 15 minutes. I'm just making like a bulk thing of pasta sauce, just so I can kind of freeze into portions and put it in the freezer. Freeze into portions and put it in the freezer? Put it into portions and freeze it in the freezer. Wow. I had followed the recipe the last time I did this. It was super handy when you've got like a young baby. But we just finished all of it out, and pasta is on the meal plan for tonight. So I thought best option was to just do it, and then it's done. You can eat it fresh, and I can also like put some in the freezer. I literally just raided my fridge, so there's an onion in it, there's some carrots, some cherry tomatoes, some passata, veggie stock, some like paprika, some herbs, and then I've pulled out some spinach from the freezer, so I'll pop that in just for some extra iron. Oh, and there's lentils in it as well. Now that that's boiling, I'm just going to pop the lid on it and let it boil away. Once it's all nice and soft, I'll take like the stick blender to it and give it a good blitz. And I am gonna make myself a cup of tea, I think, and put my feet up and read a little bit. I didn't read earlier after I'd said that I was going to Wally nap. I didn't. I ended up taking a couple of photos for Instagram and popping up a review that I needed to post. If you don't follow me there, please follow me there. My handle is like at peculiar pages, but I'll link it somewhere. That's where I started. I started there. I started on Instagram. I've been there for a while. I've like loved it, hated it, loved it, hated it. I've dropped off the planet for a while every so often, but I've been back on it for a while now, like reasonably consistent, I would say. Probably the most consistent I've been on it for a while. I'm also on TikTok. Not that I've posted there in a while, but I think my handle's the same. So yeah, feel free to follow me there as well. I am gonna pop the kettle on. I will next be back to you with a new reading update. It might be later on today, but probably more likely it will be tomorrow. It is me. I am coming to you today as I fix Finn's lunch. It is early. It's not that early. It's 10:15. But Finn is napping. I've been in a shower, hence why my hair's a little bit floofsies. I just went to make him some toast, but it was a little bit on the green side, so that went straight in the bin. I've just dug out of the freezer some little egg muffins, so they'll defrost over the next couple of hours. And I have some mango for him, so I'm just gonna cut that so it's a bit more manageable for him. Put that in there. How are you all today? Happy Happy Hump Day. No, it's not. Happy Friday. Oh my god. I do not know where this week is when. It is flown by, which I'm not complaining about because, I mean, no one wants a week to drag, but I feel like since the turn of the year, it's just been crazy. But he won't have them. So he's got a couple of wee egg muffins and some mango. I'll take a banana as well because you can't go wrong. And he's always got like some sort of rice cake in his bag. So I maybe move you for a wee reading update. I am still reading Hopeless, but I got another big chunk done last night. Let me have a wee look and see where I'm at. Are you going to balance there? Oh, you are. So yeah, I'm still reading Hopeless. I am on page 223, which says 42%, but when I put it into Storygraph, it said I was like way further than that. I think I want to pick up the actual paper copy and see how long it is. I'll be 2 seconds. So let's have a wee look. How long does it say? 386. So yeah, no, I think I'm further. I wonder how long this one is. 534. I wonder why that's so much longer. Anyway, I'm on page 223. I'm on chapter 18. Still loving it. Like, I'm not seeing what people's problem is with this one, if I'm honest. I really like it. I'm starting to think about what I should read next, and I'm not entirely sure. I have really quite liked the whole like easy reading romance kind of vibe. It takes a little less effort than like fantasy does. Like you have to obviously concentrate with the fantasy. I do have a few like thrillers that I'm quite keen to get to. One is by Chris Whitaker. I can't remember what it's called. I think I've got it on my Kindle. I do have the hardback, but I'm sure I bought it on Kindle as well because it was 99p and it's a really chunky book. So I'm sure I bought it on Kindle because I thought I'm not going to want to hold that up. Let's have a wee look. Yeah, All the Colours of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. Now, I think this is, yeah, so 580 pages. So it says, an epic love story, a soaring thriller, and a sweeping coming-of-age tale, a reading experience unlike any other. Late one summer, the town of Montaclair is shattered by the abduction of a teenager, Joseph Patch Macaulay. Nobody more so than Saint Brown, who will risk everything to find her best friend. But when she does, it will break her heart. Patch lies alone in a pitch-dark room until he feels a hand on his. Her name is Grace, and though they cannot see each other, she lights their world with her words. But when he escapes, there is no sign she even existed. Left with only her voice and her name, he paints her from broken memories and charts an epic search to find her. As years turned into decades and hope becomes obsession, Saint will shadow his journey on a darker path to haunt down the man who took them and to set free the only boy she ever loved. Even finding the truth means losing each other forever. I think this might be it, you know. I've had it for a while and it's been one of those highly anticipated reads for me again. And I've put it off and I put it off, but I feel like I'm on a good roll. So maybe I should tackle something like that. I'm hoping that I'll finish Hopeless maybe today, tonight, and then I'll jump into that over the weekend. Like I say, I'm popping down to my mum's this morning / early afternoon. I'll have lunch with her and my gran, and then I will come back up the road and hopefully I can get some reading done. I will hopefully try and take you along with me each time, my fellow worms. I am here with a reading update and also a wee unboxing for you. I think I'm nearly finished. On page 341, on the Kindle it says 64%, but I feel like I'm nearing the end. No, and like everything's going pretty swimmingly, and then stuff starts to like slowly disintegrate. Typical romance. So we're at the slowly disintegrating set. We'll see. I'm still loving it. Like, I am eating this up. Obsessed. Totally, utterly obsessed. I love Bo, I love Bailey. I just love it. I mean, it's like the worst review ever, but it is what it is. I only do one subscription box, which is it's the Fairy Loot Fantasy Romance one, and I thought I would open it for you. I have no idea what it is. I never ever look at the spoilers, so let's have a wee look. In this one, you just get like just the book. You don't get any of the like stuff with it, because I have enough stuff. I mean, I have enough books, but that's by the by. Ooh. So the card that's in it is Cosmic Crown. I love these little bags. I recycle them for like stuff I sell on Vinted. I think this is the front. Wow. Look at that. The Starlight Air by Emily Howard. Oh my god. Look at that. Does that like focus? That's stunning. It's like a wolf with wings and like stars. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen anything so incredible in your whole entire existence? Because I don't think I have. Wow. It's got some really nice like art and stuff on the inside too. And like a reverse dust jacket. But that is stunning. Darkness can never thrive where light burns. A bladesmith blessed by the stars, a prince with a dangerous secret, a god bound in the shadows. Now, I have absolutely no idea about this at all, but I mean, based on the cover, I'm sold. That sounds great. I will definitely give that a bash. Do you know, I've been really, really bad, and I don't actually think I've read any of my fairy loots that I've received. I think I've been getting these since maybe like May 2023. I think the first one they released was April, and I wasn't lucky enough to manage to get a subscription then, but as soon as I did, I've had every book since, and they're stunning. They're amazing. There is a couple that like I'm dying to read, but like I'm dying to read everything. But I'll definitely add this to. I'm really curious. That is me. It's Friday night. Finn is in his bed. I am just settling down for the night. I thought I'd give you a wee bit of an update. Jack is out tonight. I've only got a little bit of my book left. I'm hoping I'll get it maybe finished before I go to bed, and then I can start something new in bed. I still think I'm gonna go with the Chris Whitaker one. It's either that or Iron Flame. I mean, what date is it? And I think the third one comes out on the 21st. So maybe I should just do Iron Flame. Oh, I don't know. Right, let me see if I can get through this one first, and then I'll decide. But I'll be back tomorrow with a further update, and I'll see you then. Hello, long time no see. It's been a couple days since I picked up the camera. I've been quite busy this weekend. I haven't really read that much, and there wasn't really much to update you, but I come to you with a reading update. I finished Hopeless. I finished it last night. I gave it 4.5 stars. I loved it. I really, 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 really loved it. I thought it was brilliant. I suppose the only reason that I didn't give it a 5 star was that it didn't give me the same feelings as I think it's Reckless, the book before. That's the only reason, if I'm perfectly honest. I loved it, binged it, completely binged it. Now I need to decide what to read next, and that feels quite hard. I have a couple options. I think I did mention in one of the clips I've got the Chris Whitaker book that I quite fancy. I think it's All the Colours in the Dark, something like that. And I do really, really fancy that, but I'm seeing so many people talk about, I think it's Heavenly Bodies, and I feel like I just need to read that because I feel like I need to know what the hype is. Don't know. What do you think? I mean, I think Heavenly Bodies is shorter, so I could do that first and then go on to All Colours in the Dark. I think it's called that. Anyway, the next clip you see will be when I've picked said book, and I will give you my thoughts on it. I don't have much for the rest of today. I've just been doing some DIYing. I don't know if you can see this unit used to be just like a bare wood, but our living room is like grey and black basically. And but IKEA wanted like an extra, I don't know, like 40 quid or something for it to be black. Well, I'll just paint it. So I have put a second coat on that. So I'm just waiting on that dry and I can put all the tubs back in that you can't see because I'm sitting in front of them. And I will make mine and Finn's tea. I'm not sure what to have tonight. I have a pizza, so that might be calling me. I'll also have a box of cheesy pasta and you can't really go wrong. So I'll just wait and see how I feel. I'm quite hungry. I'll have a sharp tea. I've got a washing in the washing machine, so I'll hang that up at some point. I really wish I had read a little bit today, but I will manage something tonight when I go to my bed because it'll be an early night, school night and all. And yeah, I've been watching a lot of booktube I've got on at the moment. I think her name's Emmy Rosen, something like that. She's based in Edinburgh and I really love her vlogs. I'd seen one of her TikToks that had said like make 2025 the year you vlog your life and post it because no one cares. I was like, okay, I've got her on in the background. I will continue watching that and I'll maybe try and edit a little bit of this video actually because I had been kind of editing as I go. Oh wow, oh, the postpartum hair loss is real. I had been kind of editing as I go, but that kind of stopped. So yeah, I'll maybe do a bit more just now while Finn's sleeping. I don't think I'll get much longer. So I will see you tomorrow, and tomorrow will be the last day of this vlog because then I'll have done a week, which is super exciting. So I will catch up with you later, or I will speak to you tomorrow. I come to you with a new reading update. I started All the Colours of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. I started it yesterday, and so far I think I'm maybe like five, no, maybe actually about 9 chapters in, and yeah, not too much has happened. As you can see, it's a chunky guy. So I'm still sort of finding my feet with it. I'm hoping to do a really big chunk of it tonight. But so far, the main character has been abducted and his friend is trying to find him. So that's as far as we've got so far. It's a thriller slash romance. That's all I really know about it, if I'm perfectly honest. I have read Chris Whitaker's other book, which is We Begin at the End, and I loved We Begin at the End. I think I gave it 5 stars, and I still think about it pretty often. It's a fantastic book. If you've not read it yet, I definitely would recommend it. I kind of compared it to similar vibes of To Kill a Mockingbird. Definitely a book that like everyone should read. I just loved it. My gran also read it and she loved it as well. I've gave it to a few friends before and I think they enjoyed it also. I don't know if they loved it as much as I did, but they still really enjoyed it. So I would highly recommend that. I've started that. I did start it on my Kindle. I think you probably would have seen that in one of the B-roll I think I purchased it on my Kindle maybe a couple months ago, purely because it was 99p and I knew by the time I was going to get round to reading it, I would want it in Kindle format just because the paper copy is so big. I think it's nearly 600 pages. It'll hopefully be a much quicker read on Kindle. I'm loving my page turner as well, so it gives me a good excuse to use that. I think I'm just going to end it here. I think if I keep going for this book, this vlog might be a bit too long for my first one. I'm going to end it here. If you've gotten this far, thanks for sticking with me. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I've definitely enjoyed creating it. I hope that you like it. If you've made it this far, leave me a ghost emoji just because, you know, we're spooky here. Leave me a ghost emoji down below and tell me what your current read is, if you're enjoying it or not. Yeah, it would be really lovely to speak to some of you in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.